welcome back to the next episode of G&A podcast. I am the Gestapo Titan, Drooby Doo.
And I am the owner of the Hot Spring Inn, Sobroni.
And today, as usual, we have great takes and nope, it's a hot take. Yep, hot takes.
They're
and
also great takes, if I do say so myself.
Hot takes and great takes in this week's lineup of anime. So without any further ado, let's just get right into it with Shingeki no Kyojin 3 Part 2 episode... I got it? 7.
No, it's not 7. It's 9.
Is it?
Or 8. It's 8.
Yes, it's 8. Okay, yeah. Cool. We're both wrong. I'll take that. 2 wrong.
Cool. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is my episode of the week.
I feel like I may have been a little too confused for this to be my episode of the week. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like the story. Like, don't get me wrong, this is a fantastic episode, but it was just like a lot. It was I think that's the only reason why it's not my See, I feel on one hand I'm just like, oh, this felt very exposition-y, but I didn't care too much about that because it was still dope. But also the translations,
yeah. So again, shitty translations, but I'm fine with that because, well, no, I'm not fine with that, but I'm fine with that in the sense that this episode was so fucking amazing and the reveal was so great that I don't give a shit about the garbage translations.
Yeah. What? First of all, I called it. Well, not called it. Like they give you a very big hint, like towards the end.
Of what?
When he reveals who Owl is.
Oh, you called it to yourself, you mean?
Yeah, I called it to myself.
I was like, you mean on podcast last week? Yeah, I don't remember you making calls.
I called it on another podcast. But yeah, they definitely... At the very least, I knew that dude was on his side. First of all, he was very strange. Even from the beginning, I caught that. The fucking Gestapo crazy motherfucker was like, first of all, he was strange. Holy hell.
I'm so glad he died. I'm like, please don't let this be a show where he lives.
No. I'm like, you know this anime? This is not the kind of anime where they let assholes live.
Yeah, but still. I'm just glad he got killed.
Excuse me, yeah, totally. So yeah, he was always the other dude was kind of weird. Like, do you remember he was like trying to have like a conversation with the boy?
Yeah.
Like, still trying to talk to him. I'm just like, You know, even though you just like beat the shit out of
a kid. Like, knee him in the face and beat the fucking piss out of him.
Yeah, now you're like changing up your note and being all like humane and stuff. I'm like, that's not...
What a good guy this child beater is.
I didn't say he was a good guy. I was just like, you're not the typical like Nazi scum.
Yeah, this episode was very much like Nazis. The episode. The scene with his sister getting torn apart by dogs was like really, really bad. That was like, oof, that hurt my soul.
Was it just like a still shot?
It was a still shot, but still, like, shit. Well, that hurts. I thought she just got like shot in the back of the head or something. Not like, oh, I sent a squad of dogs
that was
to
a
like.
Bit much.
I fucking
got eaten by dogs. Yeah.
Sansa Starked her.
Yeah, right.
So
his Nazi was also a fan of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he had just gotten done seeing what Sansa did. So yeah, that was great. But the whole reveal, like so many shows, especially when it comes to anime, like really fuck up whenever they do their reveals. Like, it's rare that you have a show that has like builds up to a reveal as long as Attack on Titan has, and then it manages to pull it off. And I think it did that with this. Like, the reveal was so good. We learned so much about the world, and it didn't feel like it felt natural. And even though it was exposition heavy, which I'm like, too much exposition.
It was,
but
it would have been perfect if we just had better translations. We just had better translations. I would not.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to dock the episode because a shitty
Yeah. No, I'm not even doing it because of like I'm not doing it because of that. It's just I think for me, like I said, because I for some reason I was that dude stuck out to me like a sore thumb.
Mm.
Maybe the reveal didn't have as much impact on me. Like because I'm like I literally saw it coming. Also, another gimme was like when he covered the guy's mouth.
Oh, but I'm not even talking about that reveal. I'm talking about the whole
which...
reveal of like the Titans and what they are, and like the whole rest of everything else.
Okay, I can see that.
And Eren's father's whole backstory.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna tie it with something else. I'm gonna tie this is my episode of the week with something else because there's another anime where they're I don't know. I really like that episode. But yeah, this is a very good. I'm not saying that this is a bad episode. It's just like I'm judging it a little bit harder because it got to that point where I'm like I can make this my episode of the week every week. So
yeah, I think this is actually the best season of Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah, I think this is, even though it's like, oh man, there's only 2 more episodes left too.
I'm actually okay with that. Like I am fulfilled.
Yeah, I know, but it's like this was such a, like everything was condensed so perfectly. Like the pacing was so good. Just I feel like we learned more in these 10 episodes than we did in the other 3 seasons put together. It just feels like there's so much done, and I am so happy with what they've chose to do with this breaking it apart into 2 seasons.
Wait. Okay. But let me get some things down. Okay, the people of Eldia.
Mm-hmm.
They're all descendants of Titans, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So apparently their descendants, I mean their ancestors kind of just bullied the world, kind of being all big and titany and
So
whatnot.
it's like unclear because the asshole Nazi Marley dudes are like, yeah, you guys totally were assholes and bullying us and enslaving us. But then according to the history that Eren's father had, it was like, no, we were actually great and built roads and cities and stuff. So it's like 2 differing forms of propaganda just being used against each other.
Okay, like I was just confused about the narrative in general because I'm just like, okay, if that happened, how, regardless of which one is right, how did we get here?
So,
That's
like,
what I was confused.
I think the way it's connected is clearly the dude, Grisha's son, Zeke, is the Gorilla Titan. Also, I liked how they showed him playing with a gorilla doll when his father came in. So,
oh my god. Oh yeah, that, now that I think about it, yeah, it seems so really, really obvious now.
So I'm guessing that this whole war is what they were trying to do, which is like, we need to get into the city, get the founder Titan, and basically that's our way of controlling all the Titans and winning this war finally. And so Zeke and Berthold, well, Berthold's dead, but Zeke and Reiner and the rest of them are on that side of the fight. And Eren's dad and the people in the wall are going to be on the Eldia side of things.
So, but wait, the man who, like that whole flashback, quote unquote, that was Eren's dad.
Dad, yes.
So him and Zeke are brothers?
No, wait, who's Eren and Zeke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, because I'm just like, hold on, it's not like Eren's dad was like an old fucking man.
Unless we get like another reveal where it's like that wasn't actually Eren's dad, and he just like I found Eren. And
there's a second shot.
I mean, I can see that happening. Like, oh, you're not really his biological son. He just escaped to the wall.
But he didn't look old, so I'm like, is that another thing? The Titan's not aged, like
I don't know. I mean. So many more questions.
So many more questions. That's why I was just like constantly confused.
Well, how much time has passed between that flashback and where we are now in the story? It can't be that much time.
It can't be because Aaron's dad wasn't even that. Like Aaron wasn't that. It's not like he was like a baby when he died. Like he was a kid. Well, he ate his dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm like, if you were young enough to eat your dad, I'm assuming the events now and between then, it could have been like maybe a span of 40 years. 40 years, 30 years. Like it, like 40 years is tops. Like it's max. Because at that point he'd be like an old fucking man.
Mm.
So I'd be like 30 years,
maybe like
even
30,
20.
25-ish.
Exactly.
So yeah, more questions than well, no, definitely more answers than questions, but still a lot of questions remain for Attack on Titan. But
okay, so and where exactly? No, never mind.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Where in time it? No, I'm just like, where was the founding Titan power per se?
Wasn't it? Was it the one that
It's the one that Aaron has right now, right?
I think so, because that's the reason that oh shit, you know what, this all makes sense now. That's the reason why Annie, is it Annie? No, not Annie. What's her name? Historia was gonna eat him, because I'm thinking maybe Aaron's father maybe stole the founding Titan DNA and gave it to Aaron, and that's when Aaron became a Titan and ate him, or whatever. And that's the whole reason why.
No, he stole it from himself.
But he gave it to Aaron.
Yeah, because Aaron ate him. Yeah.
And then that's the whole reason why Historia had to eat Aaron, and she chose not to. So yeah, I'm guessing Aaron does have the founding Titans DNA.
So we didn't see all of it, but we can assume, we can piece together from what we just said that he eventually finds it, and that. Well,
unless there's like a part 2.
No, wait, no, we saw that already. We saw it because they explained in the story that he clearly found all the family, turned to Titan, and ate them all.
Yeah. Also, big reveal that's kind of like a side reveal. The original wife of Aaron's father, Grisha, is the Titan that killed his mother.
Wait, say that one more time.
The original wife of the father was the Titan that killed his mother, Aaron's mother.
Oh my god, that's why she looks so familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. She was like, excuse me, you cannot have my man like that.
Yo, coming back for her man even after.
Right? I'm like, how dare you sleep with my man, have a whole family while I was here. You want fuck this shit.
She had one goal in mind.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
See, and that's why I like this episode, because we could come down and sit. Like it's like it tells you enough stuff where you have to sit down and be like, let me think about all this stuff real quick. It doesn't like flat out just be like, all right, blah 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 happened and blah 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 blah. It's like it does kind of do that with the exposition, but at the same time, it still requires you to actually piece everything together.
Like, yeah, I'm still stuck on like how like Marley government came to like exist and how they came to subjugate the Titans. And I'm like, are you subjugating all the Titan people, or are they all like in the continent living their Titan lives? And these are just like the vast minority living on this one island, because they're on that island, right?
The Eldians are on the island, and then the Marleys are like on this big continent.
Oh, that whole Marleys are in charge of that entire continent.
Yeah.
And I guess they send whoever Titans give them trouble, they send them to
the wall
over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like rewatching all of Attack on Titan with this new knowledge and seeing how it fits in. Maybe that's a task for another time.
Right?
Okay. That was exhausting, but that was just
my head hurt. I'm like, shit, can we stop?
Jesus. Let's move on to Carole and Tuesday episode 10.
I am so happy that the stalker did not like try to kill Tuesday.
I mean, I think he kind of tried to at the end. I'm guessing.
Maybe. I don't know what was in the pack. I mean, it could have. Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. Could you imagine if it was something like antifreeze?
That's what I
Or
was
like,
thinking. It's like liquid nitrogen or like dry ice or something, and she just opens it and fucking burns her hand.
oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, I hope that's not it. I mean, they're definitely making out like it's something not good.
Mm-hmm. Or it could just be like it could just be poison, and then Tuesday just collapses.
Or maybe it's like smoking like confetti, like whoa, actually, happy birthday.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Definitely not that.
Don't think that's gonna be the case.
Yeah. But let's rewind back to the beginning and let's talk about how, in a beautiful twist of fate, the guest judge for this episode is no other than the Erdogan.
Yes, it's a gun.
It's a gun. Oh,
He's like becoming my favorite character. If it wasn't for Tuesday, he would be my favorite character.
Oh, okay. I'm like, Carol's like literally right there, being the best character out of everyone. But all right.
She hasn't done much lately. She has to reclaim her spot.
I'm saying that the stalker isn't after her. That's literally the only reason why Tuesday's getting all the screen time.
Erdogan usurped Carole. It's about to be Erdogan in Tuesday. I'm sorry, Carole. Move over.
Wow, these opinions do not reflect the views.
I told you these are hot takes. These are hot, great takes.
Oh my god, I'm just like, I can't even take you seriously as a person anymore. Ugh. We're about to go. This is like bring us back to the fucking Steins Gate and Senti Zero.
Oh god, please no. No. Not that episode. The forbidden episode of
forbidden episode. First of all, I thought it was that episode as if we didn't. I feel like we argued about it multiple times.
No, it was just we argued about it for like an hour long, and it felt like it was
like
multiple times.
One day I feel like we went crazy, but I know we did it multiple times. One day it was like 5 years.
Yeah, the whole episode was just Steins Gate. But before we risk going there,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
that's that territory.
So Ernie comes back, and I love how he immediately recognizes them. Immediate.
I love his reaction, like, oh,
I'm so excited. These bitches, like.
The performances themselves were really good. Like, I think these were the best batch of performances so far.
I was not sold by Angela at all. I actually thought she was the weakest of the three. Yeah,
I think so. I think so too. But I still think her song was better than last time. It sounded very Katy Perry-ish.
I mean, it depends what you're looking for. Like, it was like cute, but it also there was just nothing special about it.
Yeah,
it just felt incredibly. Now, last week's, it was like, oh, this song sticks out from like other songs very clearly. This one was just like, this is lost in the sea for me.
Yeah, and I feel like that's like, I don't know if this is going too deep, but I feel like that's the point. Like, her style is so generic pop. Because it's like manufactured by AI or whatever. Yeah. So but even Homegirl, the Simon Cowell.
Oh
yeah, Simon Cowell. I was gonna call her Simon Cowell.
Yeah, she was like, oh, that song was like all serious and da, but you switched it up, which I didn't like. I didn't mind. I didn't mind the tone of the song, and I thought like it was cute, but I'm just like, compared to
GGK had the better song.
That's my favorite song, easily.
Yeah, mine too. Gravity Bounce. Oof, I can jam to that in the club.
And that's what I was thinking. I was like, she could make a whole album. I'd listen to it gladly. Like what?
Please, GGK album.
So good. Her. Oh wait, I wrote it here.
I'm actually gonna look up her singer. Is that what you wrote down? Because I want to find her singer and actually look up their music.
If that is their actual music, yeah, please pass it along. I love how they were saying her story before she performed, and Erdogan's like, oh, I also know about that voice. It's the Erdogan inside me, and I'm just like, oh my god, another great quote for the episode.
We all have an Erdogan inside all of us.
Oh God, I'm just like, man. At that moment, I really wish this was the world of the Magical Girl Raising Project,
Oh yeah.
so you could take that literally and he'd be dead.
Yeah. Ugh, that was
Um,
crushing. Thanks for that dark imagery.
no problem. But yeah, her performance and her outfit. Did you see how her outfit literally started blowing
Mm-hmm.
up? That was
Yes.
amazing. I was like, when Smith Simon College started explaining her reason, I was just like, that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
In the real world, GGK would have easily beat Angela's
Oh yeah.
ass. At first, I thought that whatchamacallit? I thought Tao was purposely trying to throw.
Yeah, I was thinking
Like,
that too. Like he just wanted to fuck up the song or whatever, and get her.
yeah, because I'm just like, oh, the song isn't that nearly as good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not. I wouldn't say that's nearly as good. It wasn't nearly as impactful as last week's song,
Mm-hmm.
and the other song was just way better. So I was just like, oh, I don't know. Maybe that was its point because I feel like towards the end, like, do you remember that interaction between Tao and Mama?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she clearly was just like, you are you. She's like, could it be? Are you? Would you actually question mark? Like,
Yeah.
excuse me, like as if she realized her plan.
So there was a few things in this episode that were kind of strange, where it's like, oh, what's going on here? Like that moment you just mentioned, and also there's a moment where at the end, after Angela's song or after she wins, she goes away into like take a shower and she
Oh
puts her
yes,
phone down.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes. And then she puts her phone down, and the manager, you can clearly see the manager's like look, like her face kind of falls a little bit, and then she
Mhm.
looks at that phone. So I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
like,
like, is she like a spy or something? What the fuck is going
yeah.
on here? So yeah, there's a bit of intrigue to this week's episode. We can't go far without mentioning Kyodor's dance as well.
We can, which I did enjoy. I like that song too,
Mm-hmm. His
and I
moves are
love
slick.
that. Yeah, and I love the message behind it.
Yeah, loving yourself. It
Yeah, I
also fits his
love.
character so well too.
Yeah, and I like that they gave his character some depth.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, like he's just like, hey, I'm like this, not because I'm just some Instagram whatever, like copy and paste character,
Mm-hmm.
but like, oh, I do this to help. I do this because I want to be me, and other people like me for being me, so I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep being me, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it makes me like the contestants more. Speaking of which, GGK also had like a bit of dignity and grace when she lost. She shook Angela's
Oh
hand and
yeah, she was
everything.
taking, hugged her, like good job, like it's cool. The universe is calling me for something else, bitch.
You know what I really hope happens? I feel like Carole Tuesday are definitely gonna lose, and then I want them to like be taught by other artists, and I hope they go to like learn from GGK or something, like different forms of music. Because right now their style is it's good music, but it needs more.
Yeah,
So
they
I
remind
feel
me
like they
of
can learn from
those.
them,
So how much do you remember Disney?
like Disney Channel original.
Yeah,
Yes,
Disney Channel. Do you remember those two sisters? It was Ali and AJ.
it sounds familiar.
Oh God, like they're definitely no, not the Panda Bakers. Yeah, it's like Ali and AJ. Like I'm sure if I showed them to you, like
Mm.
you would be like, ah, them. But they were very. Oh, there you go. Ali and AJ.
Let me see. Let me see.
Oh wait, no, they're grown up as fuck.
Well, I assume
Wait, hold on.
so.
I was like, these are like grown woman images. Wait, hold on. Hold on. My point. No, we actually don't want to put it there. My point is they had that feel like they're just like two girls who are just like very pretty yet, and they have like they're very like with music and the little guitars
Mhm.
and it's cute. Um, oh yeah, I just sent you the picture by the way. Um,
Mm. Nope, don't recognize.
Don't recognize it at all.
They look like generic Disney people to me.
Okay, but that's my point. Like, that's kind of my point.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are very Disney generic people, like Carole Tuesday. That's that's exactly how I would classify them.
You know what it reminds me of? Speaking of Disney, it reminds me of like Hilary Duff almost. Like, remember Let the Rain Fall Down and all that? Like, that's their type of jam. Like, I can picture Carole Tuesday singing that.
First of all, Hilary Duff's music was iconic at that time.
It was.
So, yeah. No. See, Ali and AJ, like, it's like you didn't know who they were. You know who the fuck Hilary Duff is, alright? Mm-hmm. So put some respect on her name. Thank you very much.
I didn't know you were such a Hilary Duff stan.
I appreciate her because she is literally the only Disney star to not lose her fucking mind or say some crazy stuff. She literally stayed in her lane, has some cute babies, and still looks beautiful.
Well, good on her. Good job, Hilary.
Yes, good job, Hilary.
Although I do want to mention, there is one crackpot theory I saw somebody mention in comments, and I just wanted to mention it because it's so off the wall that if it does happen, I'm gonna lose my shit. What if Tao and Sybil are the same fucking person?
You know what's so fucking funny? I definitely mistaken.
Yeah, exactly. They look similar. They look similar, and they both. He kind of shows an interest in Carole Tuesday. So I'm like, what if like this whole thing is just
that's like Attack on Titan plot twist.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like he's fucking up Tuesday. Like he's trying to actually tear apart Carole Tuesday because he recognizes that they're a threat to Angela or something.
However, I doubt it because I mean, unless like they really committed and all of a sudden he's just like. Their hairstyles are very different.
Yeah, no, like, trust me, this is like a 0.0001%
Tao's hair is like ridiculously long.
It's all
and it's like, bitch, it could be. It could be. Also, Sybil was masquerading as a woman. Why would you masquerade as a woman? You're clearly a dude. I feel like that's kind of like unnecessary risk for a spy.
I don't know. Who knows? The biggest risks bring the biggest rewards.
Yes. I have no good segue, but we're gonna talk about fruits baskets.
Yeah, let's do that. It's hard to segue into fruits baskets because nothing ever fucking happened. Well, no, nothing happened this episode.
Nothing really. It was just a lot of once again a lot of everyone being very, very pretty. Can you talk about Momo's story and how awful that story is?
That's the most. That's not a kid's story. That's a fucked up. Like, he was like, "Oh, my classmate brought a funny story to class," or I'm like, "Dude, this is a fucking horror novel." The fucking
I would have been
like a Stephen King novel.
Why would you tell this to my child?
All this time I was waiting for it to be funny or something.
Yeah, like no, just gave all her bye-bye to everyone, and then the last person ate her eyes and called her an idiot. Mind you, she couldn't read the note because her eyes were missing, and then she just died.
Funny story, Drew.
Stop. Fun story. Tell me another.
Once upon a time, there was a girl. The girl got all her stuff stolen, and then demons ate her. Ha 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 ha. The end.
First of all, I don't even think it's the first time I heard that story. It sounded familiar when I heard it. I'm not sure. Is that a real story?
I don't know. I hope not. I hope to God not.
Yeah, me too. Or if it is, I hope it ends differently. The last demon gave her one gift, and it was the resurrection of all her body parts and all her possessions.
Then again, Momiji's German, so he has like German fairy tales are all fucking horrible. So that makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna hit up Kyle and ask him to.
Oh, he's gonna start laughing immediately, like, "Oh, it's the funniest fairy tale in all of Germany."
Yeah, then he's gonna yell at me because he's like, "I'm not actually German, you stupid bitch." But yeah, that story was fucked.
I hated how they reacted to it too. Like, now what do you think about Toru? I'm like, what the like? This doesn't
Yeah,
make
I'm
me
like,
think better about
why?
Toru. I hope Toru lives just so she doesn't kill herself.
I'm like, God, you brought us that horrible, like, you brought us that horrible traumatic story just to bring us here.
I'd
Like,
be like, Momichi, are you
this
planning to kill Toru? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
are you gonna steal all her stuff and kill her? Oh God, it was yeah. Although yeah, I'm like Toro girl, why you? I'm like thanks for the chocolates, but why are you like
In
you
debt.
know? Yeah, I would say it's in debt. It's like money for a school trip. I'm like, bitch. Worst case scenario, you just don't go. Like that's something. Yeah, that's something my mom or my dad would be like. So like,
Yeah. How expensive were those chocolates? That they're equivalent to like making payments for a trip.
I mean, man, she made a lot of chocolates for a lot of people.
Yeah.
She did actually.
She's like, I can travel to Disney or I can get some chocolates for people.
Yeah. Well, of course, that's just Toru being Toru, which is like the perfect human.
Mm-hmm. Every
Oh my
morning I
God.
wake up and I'm like, why am I not like Toru?
Right.
What would Toru do? WWTD.
WWTD. I love that also at the beginning of the episode, even before that, where Hana's just like, yes, I know I look like this, but I'm actually a fucking idiot.
Oh yes, that was great.
He's like, I'm literally stupid beyond like help. We can't talk to people about it. It was bad.
She's great comedic relief. I like. She should have like a little
really
scene in
good.
every episode.
I did not expect her to be this funny.
Mhm.
Like I thought it'd be like the other one, the blonde one.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually Hana who's like she's quickly become like she's like almost top 3 for me, I would say. Let's see. Momo's story, trash. Oh my God. Oh, when Kyo gave her that smile when he was all like, oh, I like me along with many other girls were just like, Kyo.
There was a lot of good Kyo moments this episode.
Oh. Ooh.
The smile, the scene where she tells him about the school trip or whatever, and he's losing his temper and like his thing goes to like a 10, and he slams on the table. He's like, "Go take a shower right now before I punch you in the face."
Like she's like, shower now, go.
But yeah, this episode made me fall for Kyo even more.
Oh, God, he's so hot.
He is absolutely. I'm sorry, Yuki. You kind of just lose.
Yeah, you have like, I don't know. I like people who are like give me more like fight. Like I've always liked people. Yeah, I think I always like people who are like very opinionated as opposed to the ones who are just like, I'm pretty and perfect in every way, and I'm going to be nice and love you forever. And I'm just like, that's cute.
Kyo's a lot more relatable. He's a lot more
exactly
relatable and realistic. So he's just my favorite. Sorry, Yuki. You're not even my top 3.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go and agree with that because it's like it's definitely like for me it's Kyo, Haru, and Hana for me right now.
If we're counting girls, then it's gonna be Kagura, Toru, and Kyo. If we're not, it's gonna be Kyo, Haru, and Shigure.
Oh shit, Shigure. Shigure's in like my top 5.
Step it up, Yuki.
Yikes. Yeah. Oh, it's also mentioned that the owner, she was also very funny. She was very good.
Her outbursts.
Yeah, she was very fun. We find out that her son is the monkey.
Yes.
So can't wait to see what that's like.
Foreshadow. I actually forgot what the rest of the Zodiac looked like, so it's just gonna be like me rediscovering the show all over again.
Yeah. I mean, they're all like. What do you mean? What they look? Oh, you mean like who?
Like who they are and what their personality. Like I remembered Haru. I remembered Kagura and Momiji. I don't remember the rest of them.
I literally only remembered Momiji. And obviously the main
The
three.
main ones, yeah.
Yeah. The ping pong scene was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like I enjoyed that scene a lot. Like even like Toru like completely missing, and she's like, "I missed." Like, or like, "Oh, even when you fuck up, you're so great."
Yes,
Toru.
you're adorable.
God,
Keep being adorable, Toru.
I love you. um. Oh yeah, and he just like flips the table. Oh yeah, he keeps like Kyojin keeps like hitting it really hard. And he's like, "Why does it make it bounce? I just want to hit it as hard."
That's why I relate to Kyo, because
I know.
I
That's what I was gonna say.
Shit.
I was like, that's some straight man bullshit. Or they're all just like, "Ugh, I just want to hit it really hard."
I actually used to play tennis, and I stopped because I couldn't keep the ball in bounds. Like, I would always just fucking hit it like a baseball. Like, yeah.
Ugh,
and I used to be like, I'm so fucking good at tennis. I can hit the ball so far and so fast.
You uncultured swine.
Control, technique. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, just like you, it's something you and Kyo share in common. You're both uncultured.
Both great,
and...
manly men after great women.
Ugh. Ugh.
Speaking of great men.
Wait.
What?
One more thing. Oh, that ribbon that Toru got was also really cute.
Oh, I know she's not that.
Yeah, I know she's not always gonna wear it, but I wish she would because it was really cute on her.
Nah,
maybe it would have made. Maybe if I had changed it, it would definitely make it smaller. Like it was a huge fucking ribbon.
I thought it was a scarf at first.
Word, like here's this obnoxious ribbon. I'm like, doesn't that shit like way down your neck? Like, yikes. Still look good. But yes, as you're saying, speaking of
great men, and sorry, there's no ribbons, but we have One Punch Man episode 9, season.
And this is
2.
actually my other episode of the week.
Really?
I know.
Surprising.
So first of all, I I really did enjoy Seiryu's like complete 180, like the continual change of his character.
We had like the whole arc of Seiryu's character development in just a matter of a few episodes.
Yeah, like totally changed, and it didn't feel like it was like unreasonable or like
it felt good.
Like I'm like, oh, it makes sense. You just went through like a traumatic experience where you almost fucking died. And then you were saved by the one person that you didn't think was going to save you, and like, you know, it was to the point where he was just like, no, don't die, I need to save you, or not save you, I need to stop you from going off and getting yourself killed.
Yeah,
like that was very, I don't know.
I definitely hope we see more of Seiryu.
Me too. I love how he asked, like, hey, have you a disciple? And he was like, haha, fuck no.
No, I'm good.
Which I knew he was going to say.
Yeah. No. I did like... The only issue I had with this episode, though, was all the fights happening off-screen.
Oh, you mean...
Well, the first fight...
Wait, there was no fighting. There was not really a fighting episode.
Exactly. Like there was like two things that they could have shown that they didn't. Like Saitama killing Gatsu Toko, whatever the fuck his name is. All right, fine, I get it. He killed him in one punch. We don't need to see that. But I would have liked to see the dog man or watchdog versus Garo fight. Like Garo was all fucked up, and he was just like, "Oh, that was a great fight. Oh, if only everybody could have seen that fight I just had off screen. That would have been amazing."
Yeah, I can give you that. But for me, I don't know. This episode was so good because that whole scene with Saitama and King was so well done. For an anime that's supposed to be all centered on fighting, that whole very introspective scene was so good. Instead of Saitama being... Like, it was this very uncharacteristic scene for this whole anime in general. And it was done it was done very well, in my opinion. Like, it just starts off with Saitama being very introspective. He's just like, oh man, I feel nothing. It's almost like I forgot I'm being a hero. It's like, you know, and he's not really being like flippant about it, like flippant, like he's not being like, whatever. I'm just gonna go home. Like he's like actually got like thinking about it. And then like when he runs into King and they talk about it, and King is just like, "Whoo!" King gave him the fucking facts. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was being very. I feel like King's like a pretty decent. He's like a pretty good friend. Like King is a pretty good friend, I would say.
Yeah, King is actually he jumped a lot of rankings in my book today because the speech he gave was both good and it was like a lot of development for his character too because you get to see how he thinks. Yeah. And yeah, he was like I like their general sense of friendship that the two of them had because it felt very like, oh, these dudes are just pals and they're just like it was casual yet significant at the same time.
Yeah, it was a very it was casual, a very very deep conversation where you're just like, hey, like there's all these ways that you're not a hero yet.
Yeah.
So like, can you really say you hit, like for you to say that you hit your mark just because you're super strong, like that in itself is a little haughty. Like it's like, oh, isn't that like a little arrogant?
Yeah.
Or isn't that just arrogant to say? And I was just like, oh my god, like whoa, that's so like insightful. And then yeah, like you said, I love how they went back talking about like games, and then he's like, I'm not the time to get mad about losing the game. And he's like, all right, this one I'll just play with like 2 fingers. And he's like, oh, you're on. Like,
there was a good mix of comedy in this episode. Oh my god, the scene with the prisoner superhero, putty prisoner or whatever, and he's fighting.
Oh my god!
I was dead. I was actually fucking dead.
Oh my god! I thought he was like, I'm so mad. His ass started vibrating. I was like, no.
That was great.
Yeah.
Major, just the worst possible counter enemy to him. A fucking porcupine with a free hug sign.
And he's just like, and then they're like, I love how the people on top were trying to like help him. Like there's just like a complete failure in communication between him and like all the guys on the roof. Yeah. Like, hey, maybe try just hitting him with your ball and chain. And he's like, oh, they're fighting me for so hard. I'm just gonna squeeze this porcupine to death. Like, he's like, guys, I did it. And then they're like, why is he staring at us like that, covered in blood?
Yeah. Oh, and that's why I love all of the S rank heroes. I don't think there's any of them that I am not interested in because they're all just so fun and over the top. It's like some kind of like alternative Justice League where all the members are just super weird and somewhat incompetent in some ways, but also just super amazing in other ways. Like I can easily watch a spin-off of any of these characters where they're like the main character. I feel like I could watch a Pretty Prisoner show. Like,
oh my god, I'm like, oh my god, I would love that. I would literally buy the box set. What? Oh yeah, I also love how like after getting fucked up, Gara was like, I'm gonna take down King, and then just gets literally punted by Saitama.
I liked it. It was like a Looney Tunes level, like his hands through the wall, like the imprint on the wall on the bricks.
I love, this show is very Looney Tunes in a way, like, cause like Saitama blowing people up with like one punch, or other stuff. Like it feels like very Looney Tunes, but like if Looney Tunes was like anime as fuck.
Yeah, I like that it shifts between being like super serious and introspective and being Looney Tunesy because it did it a couple times this episode. It did it in the beginning with the whole speech to Seiryu and Saitama. And then I did it again where you mentioned with King and Saitama and then all this stuff. So yeah, it tone shifts very well and very easily. Yeah,
and I think it did it exceptionally well this episode.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're putting me on board. I was kind of like indifferent towards this episode, but now I'm really liking it. Now that I think back on it.
Yeah, like I spent this whole day like decently hungover, and this episode definitely like revived me.
Also, let's not forget the ending scene with Sonic cooking
Oh,
cooking the monster
monster cells. I'm just like, well, he's about to be very disappointed.
I like that it wasn't because he was like moral or anything. Or
Yeah,
like,
no, he was like, oh,
he's
I
just
need to be strong. I need to beat him.
but
No,
I am not eating this raw shit. I gotta cook.
You're like, I can't eat this raw. That's stupid. I'm also going to cook this. I love how I said after, like, oh, and he had diarrhea. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm surprised it only stopped with diarrhea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really liking the season of One Punch Man. I think I'm in the minority who I think I'm enjoying this season more than the first season.
I could easily say, like, see that that's the minority. I feel like
I think
this
so. I
season's
feel
way
like
better.
this season for me, because for me, I care more about characters and story and stuff than I do about the animation. And yeah, the animation's like a step down,
Yeah,
but it's still
so much
really good animation compared to like the
Yeah,
average
like
series.
this whole season was very well developed. Like they were like, oh, okay, we realized that. I feel like they realized like we can't make a sustainable anime or a sustainable manga where all he's doing is literally fighting stuff in one punch.
Yeah, so
Like,
you have to like shift
all
it.
the people struggle. Yeah, all the people struggle to beat a monster. They fail to beat the monster. The time it comes up, beats it in one punch, and then rinse and repeat for
Mm,
like 2 or 3 arcs. Like,
yeah, I like the
with
direction
exception of
it's
the
headed.
last one. But yeah, no, I like the direction of this. Like, I think season 2 is easily better. Like, that's not even in my mind. That's not even like up for debate.
All right, disagree with us in the comments below,
Yeah, right.
guys.
I mean, if that's how you feel, then by all
We
means.
did say there's a
But,
lot of hot takes this episode.
yep. Speaking of takes that are hot, let's talk about Senko-san. Just
Mm-hmm.
kidding. I don't have any hot takes on this episode.
My
'Cause
hot take is this was way better than Attack on Titan and One Punch Man combined.
Okay, I'm like, and if you guys enjoy this episode,
Yeah.
maybe get this episode because clearly only has losses. Top pick in mind.
But yeah, no, this episode was just I did like the second half more than the first half, but the whole snow thing was really cute. Seeing them
Yeah.
just fuck around in the snow and Senko.
Mm-hmm.
First off, this dude's job is cool. Like I don't want to be I don't ever want to work in Japan. Fuck that. I'm not working 6 days a week and going to work in a snowstorm.
First of all, oh yeah, the whole 6 days a week thing is not happening. But secondly, I feel like that snow did not look that deep at all. I'm
Well,
like,
that's because we're in New York. It's like
yeah,
it
you're
needs
not. We definitely traveled in worse than that. And they're like, oh my god, 2 inches of snow. Oh, fuck me. Like, I'm like, girl, there's been like 4 to 6 inches, or I've been told. We had to go to school
yeah.
in snow that like deep.
But
so,
he was like, "Oh, that's all right. The train stopped. I'll just stay over at work." I'm like, "Listen, I ain't staying
yeah,
over at work unless I'm getting
whoa.
paid to stay over at work. Like, every hour I'm sleeping, I'm making money. I do not stay
Exactly.
at work. Fuck out of here."
For free,
Yeah.
right? No. Got me fucked.
Mhm.
Ugh. Yeah, the snow fight was cute. I love how she making just a giant snow boulder, which what I'm assuming is with magic.
Yeah, I'll take humanly possible. To
Yeah,
make it
yeah, it's not humanly possible. I love after they are done fighting, she does on her back again, and
Yeah.
just like make like the age about her, joke about her age.
Mhm. Even though she was acting all young and fun
Exactly.
with the snow.
Yeah. Also, I'm like this guy. And in my mind, I now have like a new label for a fetish. I'm like now calling him like a foxconn.
Is that just like a very specific subset of furry?
Yeah, I feel like it has to be like you know. I want to touch your tail. I want to pet any tail. He's that guy who will literally like into BDSM and like he'll be like you can just like dominate him and he'll be just be like okay. I'm gonna whip you 5 times, and then you can touch my tail, and then whip you 5 more times, then you can touch my tail.
I was gonna say he's gonna be like that foot fetishist type of guy who's just like only in defeat and nothing else. Where like, I don't know, a woman could come up to him naked or like, let's have sex, and he'd be like, but your feet are ugly, get away from me, or something like that. Like, he just cares about tails. That's it.
Yeah, like yeah,
It's a problem.
it's weird. It's weird. Like
I don't think you can sustain a healthy marriage lifestyle this way.
I was kind of like on the fence about it before. I was just like, oh, that's kind of weird, or whatever. But now I'm just like, ugh, chemo. Like,
I do like how the show's like leaning into it, where it's just like clearly, like at first it was like subtle about the euphemism of like fluffing my tail is a euphemism for sex. Now it's just like full on replacing the word sex with tail.
Exactly.
Like at one point, Senko's just like underneath the kotatsu, and she's just like making bedroom eyes at him with her tail. And like, okay.
You wanna,
like, are you literally just gonna next episode bend? I'm waiting for the next episode where she just literally bends over in front of him and he just grabs her tail or something.
Yeah. Also, I can't believe you're trying to touch that hand with his cold. Touch your tail with his cold hand. That would slap the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Word, I'm like touching my tail like that. Excuse me?
Cold, wet hands. Dig my tail just like a fucking towel. Also,
word, like
wet fur. Ugh, no.
Yeah, exactly. Gross. I don't know. I'm like, if that was a euphemism, that's like, oh, so it's like you're touching my asshole with a cold hand. I don't want that either. I will still punch you in the face.
Mm-hmm. Also, very valid point. Why do all of Senko's friends try to fuck her player, man? Senko needs to find new friends.
Yeah, well, that's not her friend. That's her boss.
Okay, I'm sorry. Her only friend also wants to fuck her man, and her boss wants to fuck her man. So, Senko, you need to find new associates to associate yourself with.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I love how even though not Senko, what was the new one? Sora.
Sora. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sora is clearly like, oh, I want to please him, like literally fucking him, and he's like, I just want your tail, and I'm just like, I hate you.
Exactly, that's my point. He just
like,
cares about tail. And they just dropped the whole euphemism act. Like, she just straight up wanted to have sex with him, and he was like, just want your tails. Although, to be fair, she did have like 6 tails, and I would have loved to touch her 6 tails. So I relate on some degree.
Yeah. Like, he was just like, oh, all this body, ugh, I just want to fluff your fucking tail.
I do like that she was super short, though. Like that scene where he just stands up and he's like 3 feet taller than her.
Yeah, where I'm like, oh, she's like actually tiny. Okay. Yeah. Lots of fan service. Like some normal people fan service.
Mm-hmm. My fear is, because the way this episode ended, it was just like, ominous again with her, like, oh, as long as they don't go further than this or something, which makes me think that the last episode is going to be some forced drama type of scenario where it's going to try to be serious.
I'm upset that you almost had to fluff another woman's tail.
Mm-hmm. Like, I guarantee Senko's going to leave or something, and then it's going to be like the whole episode of him being by himself, just thinking about her tail, and she's going to come back at the end. Something stupid.
Yeah, and like I don't know. It's I hope it's not going to be like that, but it is, and I'm just like, I'm not surprised by the direction the anime is going. I'm not surprised if it ends up like that.
Yeah, unfortunately so. But what is looking to be headed in a good direction is Benkyou ga Dekinai. We're going to be covering episode 11.
Oh my god, I'm getting all the episodes wrong.
I think all the episodes are wrong.
Yeah, this season in particular has been really bad.
Don't worry, it's almost over. You'll have a fresh start. You'll be able to count from 1 again next season.
Yes. 1, 5, 10, 6.
You're like, this is. We're on episode 15. I'm like, Drew, it's episode 1. This is a new show.
Fuck.
Well, yeah, this was a sensei episode, very sensei centric.
Wait, what?
Sensei centric.
Oh, I thought you said 8, like as in a Netflix
Whew.
show, and I'm just like, since 8, I'm like, they're not all having orgies with each other.
But
At
they
least
could
not
be.
yet. Yeah. This episode, I've come to a conclusion about certain things about Kirisu. This episode that I guess is going to be definitely a hot take.
Mm.
I don't like her face.
Why are you so mean?
I don't think it's ugly or anything. They just give her like resting constipation face. Like it's not. I can't even say it's like bitch face. Like it's like she's just like, oh, like look at every scene where they do a still shot on her. Like she's never just like happy.
She just looks serious.
Or pleased.
She looks agitated constantly.
Yeah, like it really looks like she's been holding in a shit for like a week. Like every
great.
scene.
Thanks, Drew. I'm sure you gave us all a lovely image for this show.
Oh yes, because no one here has been constipated before. Anyways.
I don't like to think of my cute anime girls as being constipated. Thank you very much.
Oh, I want to make a joke, but I'm just like, oh, that's gonna be really gross.
Yeah, really gross. Listen, there's only a few fetishes I'm not willing to wander into. Let's not bring up one of those. There's like 3 on the planet. I can't. And this is definitely one of them.
But yeah, like I remember that scene, and where I realized how I don't like her face, and that was when she like fell. And she still had that stuff on herself. Like, she could have easily made, like, a cute, like, oh, no, I spilled stuff on my face. But no, she had that same stupid look on her face. I'm just like...
Well, she's, like, mortified and clumsy at the same time.
Okay, but do you have to make that face? Like, the face that you always make? Like, it literally did not change.
Well, she's not meant to be a cute, ooh, I'm messed up, hee type of character. She's
First of all... No, she's a... If that was true, they wouldn't put her in a maid outfit. Like, if that's true, everything that happened this episode would not have happened. So that's clearly not the case. I mean, I know you can try to look away, but like when you spill shit all over yourself, I don't think you can control your face so well that you're like, nope, back to constipation face. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I'm not the hugest fan of her face. I didn't like her this episode, obviously. I mean, because it was all about her. It was a fun episode.
We'll add Sensei's face to the list of things you have distaste for. It's Sensei's face, Uraka's tan, and Fumino's fucking hair piece thing, her strand of hair. So I feel like everyone who's not Ritsu, you just look for one imperfection on them. Like, please give me your hot take on Asuhi.
Yeah, Asumi?
Asumi, yes.
I don't think I really have one about her.
Next episode, I'll be waiting for it. You're like,
Yeah,
I fucking hate her top button. I hate how she never wears a top button on her shirt. What the fuck is wrong with her?
I can't wait till next episode where I'm just like, Oni, I'm so sorry, but yep, it's here.
Yeah. Fuck this wall. Why is her ribbon not perfectly oriented or something?
I will say I like Fumino's hair more in the manga.
Does she not have the strand in the manga?
She does. It just works more in the manga.
Wow.
I don't like it in the anime.
Maybe Sensei can fix her face and Fumino can fix her hair.
Yeah. Those are things that can actually be fixed, and you can like work into the story. Like, oh, people don't like that I look like I need to take a shit every 5 seconds, so I'm changing my face. And Fumino was like, I finally got a hold of like hair product, or I don't know, a comb.
Also, fuck cops in Japan. That one cop was super intrusive and nosy.
Yeah,
fuck off, dude.
Oh, so you're an adult and
why are you driving a car if you're a student?
In real life, no one would have cared.
Yeah,
no
fuck
one
this cop.
would have cared.
This is the cop that's like looking to shoot something. If this was America, that'd be the cop that's like he would have shot Sensei in the fucking car.
Exactly.
But this is Japan, so he's just gonna settle for being an asshole instead.
Yeah, right.
Nosy dickhead. Like, why are you wearing those clothes? what's going on here? Like, I would have been like, it's none of your fucking business. I showed you my ID. Let me get my car.
Yeah, let me get the car and get the fuck out. Bye.
Mm.
Also, another thing that I was thinking about her, why the fuck would she wear the entire uniform? She could literally just had the top and the skirt, and that would have been a fine outfit.
Now
Why
you
would
gotta
you
go ham.
actually?
You gotta go big or go home. You either wear the whole set or you don't.
That's stupid. Exactly for you know how much trouble she could have gotten into if she ran into the wrong people, which is literally the whole point of the second half. Like she could have avoided all that if she just like did not wear the outfit. I mean, yeah, sure. Could she been recognized maybe by other students like wearing that outfit and still try to stay clear of them? Sure, but like I don't think a cop would have gone up to them and been like, "Oh." I think he wouldn't have like approached her if she literally just went out in like the shirt and the skirt.
I think she could have just went on in her regular sweatshirt, whatever thing. I feel like that's less of an embarrassing scenario than her being caught in a school suit in her old school uniform.
Yeah, I really think I was just like, let's just put her.
I didn't get the thought process behind that one. She's like, "Oh my god, if I got caught in my jersey, I'd be so embarrassed. Let me go wear my school suit." Like, what?
From when I studied here, you know, I teach here now. Like, I'm trying to like. Could you imagine some of our teachers just wandering around in like in uniforms?
No, let's not do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to like think. I'm trying to think of like the youngest ones, and like even then, I feel like because our outfits were very like. All we have to do is wear the sweaters. Like everything else is pretty much fair game.
I'm pretty sure we did have teachers who had like mount sweaters or whatever.
They did, and like yeah,
just showing your school pride. I don't get the problem with this. Yeah, Sensei's just showing her school pride. Leave her alone.
Okay, but like nah, but if like one of the teachers literally like put on like one of our sweaters that we're supposed to wear, that would be like. Okay, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. Sensei's weird. That's all I got from this episode.
Yeah, she's really fucking weird. Also, once again, my love for Yuiga grows stronger every episode.
Oh, he was so clutch with that police officer.
Oh my god, that was incredible. Oh yeah, she's in the school play with us. Like, whatever.
Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm about to call him Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, right?
Please, can we have a harem anime with Yugi Moto in it, please? New slice of life revitalization of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise.
No card games, though.
No card games, just fucking slice of life at school. That's it.
But yeah, he was truly the GOAT, and I'm just like, he's so cool. Like, every time, like, from... the entire time he kept like helping her dodge all the students, all the clubs, which you know that was like kind of funny scene. And then the end where Rizu and
Fumino
like happen upon them, and then like they actually. First, I saw the ice cream thing happening like a mile away. I'm lucky they were lucky it was a drop though. I thought it was gonna be like the whole thing.
The whole ice cream just falls over.
Like, woo, boop, and that's it. Yeah, and then like the whole kissing thing was weird. Also, you know, it was a little too shit. What's the name of the anime? Wait, you know what I'm talking about, right?
School Rumble?
No, I got it right now. I got you right now. It's a little too close to domestic Nakanojo for me.
Oh god. Oh, what with the teacher?
Yeah, like God forbid someone saw you, like would have been the ending all over again.
Yeah, but thankfully she's not as bad as Hina is, so we'll leave it at that. And let's move on to our final show of the week, Tate no Yuusha, episode 23. She was like a decade ago I saw this episode because I saw it as soon as it came out. But it was a very fast-paced episode. Like, a lot happened.
It was. So, first of all, they meet up these two new people, L'Arc and Ciel, and
That's how I remembered his name too.
I was like, wow, that's low hanging fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Also very hot. He kind of reminds me of Percival from GVF.
Yeah.
Yeah, both very pretty people. I'm like, are they fucking?
They're definitely fucking.
Okay, I can totally believe that. They're both very attractive people, and they're all just together by themselves all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they come from somewhere else. So they speak a different language, which I find interesting, and they have different magic. That's like not like that, like not the magic that's known in whatever nation they come from. I forget the name of the main place.
That girl's gem magic is super OP. Because she has like an AoE nuke that also heals. I'm like, fuck off, this is so broken, nerf her.
Nerf immediately, please.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Yeah, no, she was very OP. They were just a little bit too nice to the point where I'm just like,
I'm suspicious of them already. Like
they one or two things are gonna happen. Mm-hmm. One or two things are gonna. Well, yeah, they also hate the shield hero. Which is funny because they don't believe that he's the shield hero. Mm-hmm. One, they're going to be bad or not exactly good, or they're gonna die. Like it's one or the other.
No, I feel like they're going to be. They're gonna find out he's the shield hero, obviously, and they're just gonna turn on him. They're just gonna be like, "Oh my god, you are!" They're gonna be like mini Motoyasus. They're like, "You really are the shield hero. I'm gonna ignore all the good things you did and just believe the lies and fight you and try to kill you."
Ugh, I hope not. I hope they're a little bit smarter than that. They seem like they're smarter than that. Like, calling them the mini Motoyasus, you have to be a certain level of stupid.
Speaking of being stupid, did you see Bitch is back with him in his squad?
Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me.
Sorry, when she's adventuring. Yeah. Sorry, Slut. Slut is back with him on his squad.
Slut is back with him now. Yeah, keeping her mouth shut as Slut should. So yeah, I'm glad she's not really doing anything stupid anymore.
For now. For this one episode, I'm sure she'll be back.
Not looking forward to it. But yeah, they found an hourglass with like a wave, with like revealing the next wave, which in my mind I'm like, I don't know how waves work now. I'm like kind of confused. I think, are you telling me like there's waves that happen in different areas?
Yeah, I thought they were all synchronized. Like one wave
everything,
happens.
Everything just pops the fuck off. But apparently they happen in different places, which I guess makes sense because that's why people are mad that they're like, oh, you're keeping them all to yourselves when they can either just go from like country to country to stop each wave, but they're only in
that one country. Yeah, I guess so. That does kind of make sense. I do want to comment on the mini beach scene. It was like a 2-minute beach episode, but I did like Vito's swimsuit and Raftalia's good swimsuit.
Oh my god, Raftalia's swimsuits. Oh, it that one was Shiro Tier from Senko-san.
Mm-hmm. That was really good. Also, drunk Raftalia was like the highlight of this episode for me.
Oh yeah, she was really funny.
The face she makes when the guy knocks a cup of alcohol out of her hand, and she's just like, "All right, bitch, we're going now. This is it."
She's like, "You again? I'm just gonna kill you now."
And I don't know if it's like a little, maybe like a little Easter egg type of thing, but I'm thinking the reason why Naofumi wasn't seasick and why he wasn't poisoned by like the little alcohol fruits is because I guess as a shield hero he has really high resistance stats to all these things, so like he can't be poisoned or sick, like status ailments. So
I had another one which is even more crazy.
What?
This doesn't count the wine. This is just strictly off them being off the other heroes being seasick. I think it's because wherever they come from, like something in their genetics from the other three just allow them to like they just can't handle being sick. Essentially, like in the water, because they're all. I feel like they're all from the same place.
Like those three are from the same place?
It feels like it because in their world, this is a game.
Yeah.
Like they're all like, oh, we know how this game works. Like yeah, they all knew about this game, so they're all from the same reality where this is a video game. So I feel like it's not too big of a stretch to say that they're like from the same world.
I wonder if the show will ever touch on it, or if it will just remain a random thing that just happens in the sidelines.
Yep.
Well, yeah, there's only 2 episodes left in the show, so
Yeah,
things
so
are going to
excited.
come to a head soon. But this podcast is coming to a head, so guys, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, so that you can catch this every week as it goes up. Also, make sure if you're not already, follow us on Discord, or rather follow us on Twitter and Twitch, and join the party over at our Discord. Also, if you want to go that extra mile, you can donate to us on Patreon to be like all these lovely patrons on screen right now who make the show possible. All those links are in the description. Drew, you have anything you'd like to add?
Happy Pride? I don't think I said that.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Happy Pride. I know it's, oh god, we're like halfway through. So those who celebrate it, like, enjoy. To those that are against it, go fuck yourselves, and everyone else in between, I still love you. So
Yep. Happy Pride, guys. This has
Happy
been
Pride.
Sobroni, and
Do we do?
we'll catch you guys next week. Later.
Bye.